Alright, welcome back everybody. Happy holidays and happy new year soon. Holidays. It has been almost 5 years of streaming. Isn't that crazy? 5 years of streaming for the Chateau here. Almost 5 years. It's so close to 5 years. I think it's like a couple days into January. It'll be 5 years. But yeah, hopefully all have been good. All I kind of wanted to get on here to say is that I really do this every year, and some of the OG fans know that around this time of year, I'm always like, oh, I won't be streaming as much. I'll try doing something else. And it took me some time to realize why that was. In short, it really is just internet issues. All the time during the summer when I'm streaming, again, all the regulars know that during summer I'm like, man, if it wasn't so hot, I would stream more often, I would stream longer, yada yada. And then wintertime comes, which by the way, sorry if I sound stuffy. Speaking of, there's a cold front right now and I wasn't ready and I sound a little stuffy. Sorry about that. But now that it's cold and it's a perfect time to stream, my internet is at its worst for whatever reason. It just is how it's been for the past few years. And every time around this time of year, I get really depresso about it because it's like, man, I really wanted to stream, but I can't. And there's been years where I really try to push through it. I really try to stream regardless. And shout out to all the regulars, all the long-term Chateau fans that have sat through the winter's time scuff. But like, it really just doesn't work. It just doesn't work. And it's really demoralizing to like really just be ready to stream mentally, physically. You know, you have everything set up and you get started, you're high energy, and there's stream lag, internet issues, scuff. And it's like, man, I can't, like, it hurts as a content creator, as a streamer, to not be able to provide a good experience to the viewers. And it really hurts even more when it's out of my control, because like, it being your ISP, you really can't do much, unfortunately. It's been really validating and a little relieving. I've been watching some Queso recently, and he's been going through some very, very, very similar issues because I also live in a rural area, and my ISP options are not only very limited, but they're also just bad. Like, no matter how much money you throw at them, they cannot make your internet good. And so what I've decided to do is to focus more on making videos. And this is something I said I would do a couple years ago, and that was more for, like, I guess, edited playthroughs. But I realize now that that's not really the best option either. More than my internet issues, I've really come upon a problem. And that is that since 2021, when I first started streaming, I don't even play games as much. The main reason I started streaming was to kind of justify the playing of games that I was doing, to have it be a potential maybe eventually get a little money out of it. And technically I did, right? But nowadays I don't even play games that much. I just don't find games that exciting. You know, all the games I've played that I enjoy really aren't good to stream. They aren't entertaining to watch. If I were to give any examples, I love like boss fighters and incremental games. Now, what are incremental games? I'm talking literally cookie clicker. Literally numbers go up. I love that. I'm a slut for incremental games. So stuff like Cookie Clicker, NGU Idol I've been playing a lot of recently. Just genuinely numbers go up. And Monster Hunter was a great combination of those. You know, numbers go up, your damage numbers go up, you fight bosses, it's great. But once I kind of played through that, I realized, man, I don't really find that many games fun, and the ones I do find fun aren't good for stream. They aren't good for making content out of. And obviously throughout these 5 years that I've been streaming, I've become a better content creator. I like, objectively, right? I'm not gonna say I'm good, but I've become better. You know, I can make games at least a little entertaining to watch. But it becomes difficult when the game doesn't really give you much to work with. Some games really are like Cookie Clicker. There's nothing going on that you can commentate on. And as it stands, people barely watch playthroughs, much less VODs of games you've played. And so I'm looking back at my like 4 or 5 years worth of VODs and games that I've played, and I'm thinking, it's kind of a waste, you know, all this energy I put into these VODs that no one's gonna watch. And I can't blame anyone. I myself don't watch VODs, I watch clips. And so you're probably wondering, why not make clips? Well, the competition's pretty big for clips. You know, like so many VTubers out there, so many clippers, so many clips, just so much content out there. It's really difficult to compete. It's almost just not worth it. YouTube Shorts, on the other hand, people love doom scrolling. I love doom scrolling. So I might do some of that instead. And, you know, for some of those VODs, I remember waking up like at 4 a.m. to get the best internet, you know, and so it wasn't hot, because that's one of the big things. Here in Texas, here in South Texas, it gets hot as early as 7, 8 a.m., okay? And so what that means is if I wake up at 4 a.m., drink my coffee or my energy drink, and get to streaming, I can get a solid 2 or 3 hours of stream or content, and then go to bed at 8 a.m. to wake up at noon, right? I had a crazy schedule back then just to get some of those VODs out. Like, I did all that, and I don't regret it because they were really fun streams, for sure. But no one's gonna watch those VODs. I can guarantee it. I don't watch those VODs. Which, by the way, that's something I really have enjoyed the most out of these 4 or 5 years of content creation. Really learning how to edit videos. I wouldn't say I'm good enough at all to really do freelance editing or anything. I'm not that good. But, sorry, what I wanted to say was, in these past like 4 or 5 years of streaming, it's become so nice to be able to edit videos, because I really didn't have a creative outlet quite like editing videos. And I just don't have a passion for video games the way I used to, or even like boss fighters or anything. It's just not something I enjoy as much as I used to. But what I do like now is taking like a VOD or something and finding some funny moments and making YouTube shorts out of them. As y'all could have seen from my more recent YouTube shorts, I really enjoy messing with like the 3D models and stuff. It's just really fun, really funny to like insert memes or whatever. It's just really fun overall. And I think that's what this channel is gonna be from now on, just like more edited videos. Because I really do feel like it's a waste right now to stream more, because I don't know what to stream, for one. And people don't really watch VODs, so really if people don't watch me live, they likely will not watch VODs, because that's just how it is. I don't do that. I don't watch VODs. Even for my favorite streamers, the few favorite streamers that I have, if I miss them live, I'm not out here watching VODs. So that's just how it is, you know, unfortunate. That's just how it be. And so I think it would be good to make use of the 4 or 5 years worth of content that I've put out to make, you know, something out of it. YouTube Shorts at least. But yeah, that's really all I wanted to get on here to say. Just look forward to more of that. Unfortunately, as much as I would want to, as much as I love hanging out with y'all, I can't really stream. It's just really genuinely out of my control. Like I said, I'm not the only one, okay? I genuinely live in a rural enough area, much like Queso, where no matter how much you want, how much money you throw at your ISP, they cannot make your internet good. And as it stands, this is still really a hobby for me. So I'm not like considering moving just to get better internet, right? Okay, but all the negative stuff aside, I want to really thank y'all, all the long-term Chateau watchers, again, for putting up with me and all my scuff and all my skill issues and the years of bad internet and all those streams of like me wanting to play a game and just the internet being bad. Because like I really do enjoy the small community I've built, all the regulars that have stopped by throughout the years, all the cool people I've met, all the other streamers as well. Like, it's just been so fun, honestly. But now priorities change, obviously. Time Time happens. It's been 5 heckin' years. And I don't know, I guess streaming's not quite it for me. At least until I find another really cool game that I want to play and share with you all on stream. So yeah, for now, look forward to some more edited content, some YouTube shorts. Happy holidays, happy new year, and thank you all for being fans of this scuffed custard VTuber. I will see you all next time, maybe next year. Bye bye.